Hey everybody, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and just wanted to make a little video, an update on what I got going on. So tonight, well, let me backtrack. So I have been getting, it's all the yard waste that the city collects. They grind it up and make a mulch out of it, composting mulch. So it's pretty awesome stuff. It does have some big branches in it, not huge, but like decent size. And anyways, got leaf debris, a lot of leaf right now. So I've been trying to get as much as I can because I want to feed that to the worms, particularly because they seem to really like it. It makes a very good casting. So basically my process is I get it, I run it through this 1/2-inch screen, falls down in my little pit here, and then I separate it out. I go down to a 1/4 inch. So everything between a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch I use as mulch for the garden. Everything that's under that goes on to the compost pile. Now the big stuff, all the big pieces of limb in that, what I do with it is, here's like what it looks like. You get some pretty good sized chunks in here. So what I've been doing with that is turning it into biochar. Here's some that I got drying from the other night, from last night. So I build a real hot fire. I want to get it real hot, a lot of red hot coals in there. And then I keep adding that and adding that and adding that. And what it does is it creates an oxygen-free environment down in there. And once I get sick and tired of doing that for the night, I douse it with the water hose, and that steam causes it to like fracture and break up, and it causes it to be have like micro pores in it. It gives it a lot more surface area, basically activated charcoal. What I then do is once I get this, I rinse this stuff off so it's dry now. Once it gets fully dry, I'll run it through my little grinder to basically like around an 1/8 inch or less. A lot of it's going to be almost a powder. The powder stuff, the really fine stuff, I use that to feed my worms. That way it gives them a grit to help them chew because they ain't got teeth. And it also adds biochar to my worm casting. So the benefits of the biochar is it absorbs a ton of nutrients and beneficial bacteria that we want in our gardens. So if you just put charcoal on your garden, it's going to absorb that stuff and keep plants from getting it. So what you have to do is you have to, they call it charging it, because it is negatively charged, I believe, and then adding the microorganisms in that, give it some scientific stuff. I don't want to get into it because I can't remember. I don't want to give misinformation, you know. But so yeah, so that the 1/8 inch stuff that I don't feed the worms, that there will be used to make biochar. That so basically what I'm going to do is I'll use the worm castings to make a worm tea. It's a process, you use aerators and that kind of stuff, and the 1/8 inch charcoal will go into bags and saturate in that, so it picks up all those nutrients, the micro minerals and the beneficial bacteria that we want, and then that can be used in gardening and other things. You can use it in your house plants, you can use it, it's really great in the garden, just because it has carbon, which you need to your garden, and it lasts a very long time, like almost, I can't remember, but a very long time. They've done studies on it, and it's remarkable stuff. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. We're gonna make some biochar. All right, so what I like to do is get a real hot coal base going and just keep laying it on. And I use some logs to kind of hold it in. Just keep building it up and building it up and building it up, and there's no oxygen in there, so you're gonna get that good black charcoal, not a bunch of ash. It just
Takes time, but that's fine because it's entertaining, you know. Well, that's how I make the biochar. Hope you all have a great day. Bye. All right, it's the following day. Figured I'd show you the aftermath of last night's biochar. Let me put my outdoor flip-flops on. Feel like Mr. Rogers. I've been moving furniture all day, so that's been a pain in the butt. I did a lot of improvements to the garden over the last few days. I got mulch for everything. I mentioned that in the other last night's video. It's free, so, you know, it's not the greatest stuff, but for free, you can't beat it. Get a better look at the screen, the pit, the compost pile. I just flipped it yesterday and added a bunch of stuff to it, so it was 40 degrees yesterday, so it's coming up. Worms are living their best life. Oh yeah, I finally finished the roof on it, and I got a little water collection set up there. That way I got some good, clean, non-chlorinated, fluorinated water. This is the biochar I made last night. Got some random junk in there. I go through and put it on the screens and wash it again. I gave it like a preliminary washing, and then I'll go through again and rinse it and pull out any little pieces of junk in there. But yeah, a lot of progress has been made. It's nice not having to walk through mud constantly. And like I said, the stuff I got, I didn't run this through the screen or anything. I just put it down, but you can see how it's got a lot of big chunks in it, which is fine. I think going forward, if the biochar turns out to be a worthwhile product to sell, because I got enough for myself for the next long time, I think what I'll end up doing is making a retort to do it in. That way, you know, I'm not smoking out the neighborhood and stuff. I mean, it doesn't really smoke much, you know, if you dry it out real good. But yeah, if it's something I'm going to do in larger quantities, I think I'd want to use a retort system where I can inject steam into it and make some more legitimate active charcoal. I mean, what I got works for gardening. It's not scientific grade or anything, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to give a small update on what's been going on here and how everything's coming along, and hope everybody's doing well.